Hello and welcome. I'm Bio, and today I'm going to be talking about Speed Machines 3. Dearie me is all I can say with this game, is dearie me. So, I know it's been a while, but I recently played Speed Machines 3. I didn't finish it, right? I didn't finish the game, but I played it for about an hour. And I was able to see everything that the game has to offer in that 1 hour. And I can honestly say to you, the game is not worth playing. So let's get into it, shall we? So it's developed by Mere Mortals. It's published by Phoenix Games and it came out in 2006. It has others in the series. Apparently, there's Speed Machines on the PlayStation 1, which is a completely different game than this. Which maybe I'll play at some point. Who knows? Maybe. Who knows? Then you got Speed Machines 2, which I don't even know if it exists, if I'm completely honest, which came out the same year as Speed Machines 3 on the PlayStation 2. Again, pretty sure it doesn't exist. And then, obviously, you've got this one, which came out 2006, PlayStation 2. And it's shovelware. That's what it is. It's Phoenix Games as a publisher, so it's going to be shovelware of some kind. You know that to be fact. That's just a fact of life. But let's get into what Speed Machines 3 is like. So, first of all, let's go to the actual things you have in Speed Machines. So, if we get to... there we go. Not the volume. So, you've got like a bunch of different modes. You've got like... so, there's a bunch of different modes in this game that you can go through. And I can tell you that they're all the same. They're all exactly the same. There's no difference in them whatsoever. If you're wondering, difference, I'm losing my train of thought here. They're all exactly the same. There's no difference between them. They have these just titles like Village Monsters, Rally Masters. What else have we got? Come on. Jungle Troopers, Steel Heroes, Lost in Snow, Desert Rally, Seashore Super Somethings, Castle Labyrinth, Round the Wall, High in the Sky. So you got what? 8 different, like, whatever, let's say 8 different, like, mode things, right? And they all play the same. All of them have this exact same menu. So it's like it's trying to tell you that there's, like, multiple games in one kind of thing. Because they all open like this, like, pick a race, championship, 2 players, high scores, and all that. When in reality, the game is literally, like, this. This is the game. The game is like a Micro Machines-esque kind of game, right? With lovely PNG explosions. Just imagine Micro Machines V3 on the PlayStation 1, but it controls horrendously, and has terrible track design. Remember in Micro Machines V3 where you pretty much had like no barriers in the tracks or anything like that? You just went along. Well, guess what? You don't get that in this game. Instead, what you have to do is you just suffer. That's what you do. You suffer. That's what you do in this game. It's fine. You can suffer a little bit. You can just suffer with these lovely just cows that just don't move. Poor cows. So how does it control, you might be wondering then? Okay, so you're saying the controls are bad, Bio. What makes the controls bad? Well, they're just not very responsive. They are very, very kind of floaty, stiff controls, if I'm honest with you. It doesn't even feel like the car is on the same plane of existence as the track and the other races. Like, there's been times where my car's kind of gone, like, overlaid with other races, which makes me think that we're not even playing on the same dimension. Also, the other races are just faster than you. They're always faster than you, somehow. So you've got very, like, little chance of actually winning a race. Unless, there was this one specific track where the racers had, for some reason, a lot of trouble understanding how the track worked. By far, that was actually one of the best tracks in the game, to be honest. But that's basically what the game is like. That's what I mean to say is that's what the game's controls are like. Like you saw there with that PNG explosion, you slightly go off the track or you slightly go up on your side or anything like that, and the game just crashes you and resets you. Just explosions and resets you. And to be honest with you, because of the controls being the way they are, the track and the physics, by the way, the car has physics. And I'll get into the reason why the car physics are bad and will always be bad in a minute. But let's talk about the track design, right? The track design, in my opinion, is too thin. The tracks need to be wider based on this control scheme. This control scheme could work. I'm not saying it's... Like, the controls are bad, but they're bad because of a multitude of reasons. They're bad because they're not very... They've not been refined. They're very unrefined controls. Again, stiff and floaty. That's the best way I could describe them. But if the tracks were wider, it wouldn't be that much of an issue. Because you would still... It's like D-Unit Drift Racing. Was the controls good in that game? No, they weren't. The controls were poor in that game, but the tracks were massive. So you didn't really notice it. Doomsday Racers, the controls were horrendous. But also the tracks were very thin and small. And you had this half pipe you kept going up and spiraling out of control half the fucking time. By the way, this is the track I was talking about. This is the track for some reason. Best track in the game. Look how wide the track is. Look how lovely and wide it is. It could be a little bit wider for my liking, personally. But for some reason, the other races, they have no clue. They have no clue. They're just stuck. They get stuck somewhere and don't know. But it doesn't also help that if you smack into the side of the railing, you tend to bounce off the railing as well, and then it just like sends you like flying, or you just get stuck like that. So, and I also, the other thing about this like whole entire how this game is I personally think the camera is zoomed in way too much. Like, the camera needs to be zoomed out a little bit more, because in Micro Machines the camera would be zoomed out quite a bit more than this, so you can actually see what you're doing ahead of time. Because as you can see here on screen, there's no like little mini map thing to show you where you're supposed to go or anything like that, like you'd get in Mario Kart or any other normal racing game. You don't have that in this game whatsoever. You don't have to actually have that in pretty much any of the Mere Mortals racing games, I don't think. Actually, no. I swear, no, D-Unit Drift Racing had that. I swear it did. Well, maybe it didn't. I don't know. I don't remember that well. But those games, you could probably get away with it not being in there. This game, it's a requirement. You need to have that little mini-map to kind of give you a bit of a heads up of where the track's kind of going to go, or else you're like this. You're just, oh, look, I didn't see that corner coming. How could I predict that corner was going to be there unless I memorize the track? It's just ridiculous. It doesn't help that the braking's not very good either. So overall, the controls are bad, but the controls are mainly bad because the track design is very poor and not very well thought out. Then let's go with, like, there's no point talking about the graphics because it's a Mere Mortals shovelware racing game. It's gone with this cartoony style that makes no sense because, like, if I show you, give me a second and I'll show you the cover of the box art. So this is the box art of the game. You tell me what about this box art screams this. It doesn't. It just doesn't. This is the box. This is the game. And don't get me wrong, if you actually look at the back of the box, which I do have on here, right? You can see that it's going to be a cartoony kind of game. But I like how it's like, oh, look. Like, it's this. Oh, it's 10. Here's these 10 modes that you have in the game. Like, it's a selling point. The blurb is just tiny. You want to see like Speed Machines? There's Speed Machines. The one on PlayStation 1. Again, published by Midas, developed by Mere Mortals. Look at the screenshots. It's a normal racing game. Normal. So there's no similarities between that game and this game whatsoever. But yeah, so I can't really speak on the graphics because the graphics are just kind of there. I'll skip ahead and show you some of like the other things. So here's the Jeep getting stuck. I got stuck. Oh yeah, this was brilliant. This moment here, I just got stuck here, just stuck. Couldn't do nothing. Couldn't move. Just got stuck on the track, which means that, again, another perfect example And there's no way to reset your vehicle, by the way, in this game. So another perfect example of an instance where the track design was just not thought out whatsoever. The only way I could actually progress here was to back out to the main menu. But let's go over and I'll go through a few things. Here we go. Here's another one of a different car. This is the Jungle Troopers. Proving that, oh look, this is a bigger car, or a bigger truck in this case. And guess what? It just doesn't work on this track design whatsoever. And that's the thing with each of the modes in the game. They're the same. They're exactly the same. They're the same. They have different race courses in the championship and you can select from. But they're all the same. That's all they are. The exact same races again and again and again. And you'll notice that the physics that this game has doesn't work with larger vehicles. Instead, you're just this clunky vehicle driving around. They get smacking into things, exploding all over the place, and just being just a general nuisance to even play. This game is not fun, by the way. I played this game again, an hour, not fun at all. In my opinion, the fun came from me laughing at the game more than anything, not actually playing the game. So you've got 10 modes, they all play the same, all just different size vehicles, with a physics engine that doesn't support some of the bigger vehicles because it's just not built for that. So you've just got this mess of a video game, and that's what it is. Like, there we go, here's another one. It's like you would go over this plane, and you can't really tell, because of the perspective, where exactly you can drive on the plane. It's really weird. It's just a weird game. It's a weird game that just plays poorly. Oh, then let's talk about the music. The music you're hearing in the background in this video, because I could not be bothered to extract the music from the game whatsoever. The music you're hearing in the background is Tokyo Extreme Racer 3, because I did try to have a look to see about music. See, look, what did I hit there? What did I hit? What exactly did I hit there? I should have gone over whatever was there, but I hit something, some invisible wall. I don't know. But yeah, the only reason I have Tokyo Extreme Racer music, 3 music playing in the background is because when I searched for Speed Machine 3's OST, which obviously isn't on YouTube, it came up with that game. I was like, yeah, that'll do. I don't care. I really don't. Because, you know, I'm not going to extract the music from this game because I just don't care enough, and I just don't have the time, to be honest. So, this game, honestly, is just a mess. But the music that I could hear in the game was very kind of just like stock music. Like, it was very stock. There was nothing special about it. It was just kind of there. And it reuses the same music in certain tracks as well. So it gets very tiring very quickly. When I played a championship with the first kind of race mode, every track had the same... every racing track had the same music track. And it was just like, oh, well, great, fantastic. So... oh, here's tractors. Oh, they're tractors. They work with the physics really well as well. Not because they're a bigger vehicle. What was the best vehicle, probably? Oh, this was me just trying to get out of bounds. And obviously, you can see the CPU failing miserably and just dies. It gives up in the end, it just explodes. It's just like, yeah, I've had enough. And did you see there when I hit that CPU purple car? Look, what about that one? What about that one? Here we go. Replay, please. Replay of that moment. That clipped slightly. Watch this. Watch. He drove straight through my car. Straight through my car. This is the reason why I believe the CPU's on a different plane of existence. Maybe this is D-Unit drift racing again. Maybe this is the afterlife, because none of these cars have racers in it. Sentient cars. This is if Cars was made by Dingo Studios or Dingo Pictures. This was just Cars, the movie, you know, Disney Pixar Cars, was made by Dingo Pictures. This is what this game would be. Sentient cars that are just like stuck in this perpetual hell of driving around. But it's just the same. Here we go. How about Sailboat? How about Budget Cyclone Circus? There you go. Have it. Oh, it's just so bad. So bad. And you can probably see that a lot of the tracks are very samey. There is nothing really that's too special about them. How about a hovercraft? Here we go. Is that same different mode but same track as we had previously? So to be honest with you, I think the hovercraft is probably the best vehicle to use, to be honest. because I don't know, because the floaty controls work because it's a hovercraft. There you go. No wonder it was the best vehicle. But that is basically the entire game. Do I recommend you to play this? No, I don't recommend anyone to play this, to be honest. It's a bad video game. It's a bad budget shovelware video game. The music's very poor. The controls are bad for a multitude of reasons. The track design's bad. The graphics of the game are just exactly what you'd expect for a budget shovelware title. It's just another shovelware slop that Phoenix Games decided to shit out under commission. Mere Mortals decided to shit out under commission by Phoenix Games. So, and that's all I have to really say about it, to be honest. That is Speed Machines 3. So I hope you've you watching this video, you've gone, okay, I'm never going to play this game ever again in my life. And oh, this was a terrible track as well, that one. Yeah, hopefully you'll take away from this that you'll never play this game again in your life. Hopefully. And just go on with your day. I've been Bio. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video at some point. Bye-bye.